Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled you're here with us today. In this explainer, we're going to decode the hard science of breathwork, turning it into a highly practical toolkit to help you find calm and, most importantly, finally get some better sleep. We all know how completely frustrating a restless night can be, right? Well, today, we're looking at exactly what the latest research reveals about fixing it, using absolutely nothing but the biology you were already born with.
You know the feeling. We've all been there. It's 2 a.m., the house is dead quiet, and you are just staring right at the ceiling. Your body is totally exhausted, but your brain, it flat out refuses to shut off. It's like your thoughts are running on a treadmill that someone accidentally set to sprint mode. Okay, let's dive into this. The reason you can't just will yourself to sleep when your mind is racing is rooted deeply in your nervous system. Your biology is literally working against your desire to rest. But hey, the good news? You actually have a built-in mechanism to override it. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the science of stress to understand the actual biology behind your sleeplessness. Then we'll explore 3 scientifically backed tools: box breathing for calm, 4-7-8 breathing for sleep, and diaphragmatic belly breathing. And finally, we'll wrap up with building your breathing routine. Part 1, the science of stress. Let's move to and see how this builds our foundational understanding of the nervous system. Think of your nervous system kind of like a seesaw. On one side, we have the sympathetic nervous system. That's your body's fight or flight mode. When this gets activated by stress or anxiety, it keeps you on high alert. Your muscles tense up, your mind races, and your breathing gets really fast and shallow. Now, on the other side is the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. This is the sweet spot where recovery, calm, and sleep actually happen. So what connects these two? What's the biological bridge? It's your breath. Fast breathing keeps you stuck in fight or flight. Slow, controlled breathing actively shifts your weight over to rest and digest. To really grasp this, we have to talk about the autonomic nervous system. Basically, it's your body's control center for involuntary functions. Stuff like your heart rate, digestion, temperature. You don't have to consciously think about making your heart beat. But here is the fascinating secret. While breathing is an automatic function controlled by the system, it is the only one you can consciously take over. Think of your autonomic nervous system as a complex running machine, and controlled breathing, that's your manual override switch. It's your biological remote control. By consciously taking over your breath, you can actively lower cortisol levels and physically switch off that fight or flight response. Just 6 breaths. A truly fascinating study published in the journal Frontiers in Human Neuroscience revealed that taking about 6 breaths per minute is the absolute biological sweet spot. Hitting this specific rhythm significantly increases your heart rate variability, and heart rate variability is a crucial marker of relaxation and sleep readiness. To put that into perspective, by slowing down to just 6 breaths a minute, you're sending a massive, undeniable biological signal straight to your brain that says, hey, we're safe, you can power down now. Moving to part 2, box breathing for calm. Let's open up our toolkit with our very first technique, designed specifically for focusing a scattered mind. So the crucial point is that box breathing, which is sometimes called square breathing, isn't just some fluffy wellness trend. No way. It's a high-pressure calming technique actively utilized by Navy SEALs and first responders. When elite military personnel are in extreme combat stress situations, they use this exact structured rhythm to maintain their composure, instantly steady their heart rates, and quiet those anxious thoughts. I mean, if it works in those incredibly high-stakes environments, it's for sure going to help quiet your mind before a big meeting or when you're just feeling totally overwhelmed at your desk. Here is exactly how you do it, tracing the 4 sides of a box. Step 1, inhale for 4 seconds. Step 2, hold for 4 seconds. Step 3, exhale for 4 seconds. Step 4, hold for 4 seconds. Actually, let's just actively do one cycle together right now. Sit up straight, exhale all your air. Okay, ready? Inhale through your nose, 2, 3, 4. Hold it gently, 2, 3, 4. Exhale smoothly through your mouth, 2, 3, 4. And hold empty, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Just after that quick 16-second cycle, you can likely already feel a shift in your physical tension. It gives your racing brain a concrete task, the counting, while physically forcing your nervous system to chill out. Part 3, 4-7-8 breathing for sleep. Let's transition to our second tool, and this one is tailored specifically for those nights when you need to fall asleep as fast as humanly possible. This is the 4-7-8 method. It was developed by Dr. Andrew Weil and is rooted in an ancient yogic practice called pranayama. What makes this technique so incredibly effective for sleep is the heavy emphasis on the extended exhale. By forcing your body to exhale longer than it inhales, you physically force your heart rate to drop. Plus, that long 7-second breath hold, it allows oxygen to fully fill your lungs and circulate deeply throughout your bloodstream. It literally acts as a natural tranquilizer for your nervous system. All right, let's look at the mechanics. The physical setup here is really key. First, place the tip of your tongue gently right behind your upper front teeth, and just keep it there. Then, step 1, inhale quietly through your nose for a count of 4. Step 2, hold that breath for a count of 7. And step 3, exhale completely through your mouth, making a gentle, audible whooshing sound for a full count of 8. That whoosh is absolutely crucial. The extended 8-count exhale is exactly where the magic happens. Experts recommend doing this for just 3 to 4 cycles every night as you're lying in bed.
Part 4, diaphragmatic belly breathing. Moving right along to the final tool in our kit. This one is absolutely ideal for physical tension relief.
You know, most adults have developed a really inefficient habit of taking shallow chest breaths, using the muscles up in their neck and upper chest. Diaphragmatic, or belly breathing, fixes this entirely. Here's how you practice it. Step 1, lie on your back with your knees slightly bent. Step 2, place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Step 3, as you inhale slowly through your nose, focus on making only the hand on your belly rise. The chest should stay completely still. Step 4, exhale slowly through pursed lips and just feel the belly fall. By actively engaging the diaphragm like this, you take in significantly more air with so much less physical effort. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why we care about belly breathing. A study from the Journal of Clinical Medicine showed a massive 44% improvement in self-reported sleep quality scores after participants practiced diaphragmatic breathing for 8 weeks. 44%! This technique is especially championed by dental and sleep specialists for patients who grind their teeth at night or suffer from TMJ. The deep relaxation it triggers can physically ease that jaw tightness and really reduce those nighttime clenching episodes. Think of these techniques we just went over as your mental cheat sheet. We've covered a lot, so how do you know which one to pick? Well, if you're dealing with a scattered mind, racing thoughts, or need focus during the day, go with box breathing and its steady 4-4-4-4 pattern. If your main goal is falling asleep as fast as possible the second your head hits the pillow, you want the 4-7-8 technique. And if you're holding physical stress in your body, like muscle tension, a tight jaw, or TMJ, diaphragmatic belly breathing is for sure your best bet. Just match the tool to your specific type of restlessness. Part 5, building your breathing routine. Because knowing these techniques is fantastic, but let's be real, information without application isn't going to change your sleep. Creating a consistent nightly wind-down ritual is how these benefits truly compound over time. Now, what's really interesting about this is a recent 2023 Stanford study. They found that just 5 minutes of daily structured breathing produced greater improvements in mood and resulted in significantly lower physical arousal than mindfulness meditation alone. Think about that for a second. You don't need to sit and meditate like a monk for an hour. A tiny 5-minute commitment to structured breathing yields massive, measurable physiological results. So let's talk execution. Here are your actionable takeaways for success. First, pick just one technique to start. Please don't overwhelm yourself by trying to do all 3 every single night. Second, set a 15-minute phone alarm before your target bedtime. This acts as your mental cue to begin your wind-down routine. Third, set the stage. Create a cool, quiet, dim environment free of glowing screens. And finally, be patient. While some folks feel the effects on night 1, give your brain at least 2 weeks to truly associate this new breathing pattern with falling asleep. I want to leave you with this final thought. Your breath is an internal tool you always have access to, the ultimate biological remote control. You don't need expensive gadgets or complex sleep aids to find calm. You literally carry the solution with you every single second of the day. The only question is, which of these biological remote controls will you use to finally conquer your racing mind tonight? Thank you so much for exploring the science of breathwork with me on this explainer. Sleep well, and I'll catch you next time.